Today, I'm going to cover a very important topic that a lot of you have been asking me for 20 fun and engaging activities for your toddler, for your children in the age group between 3 to 6 years. And these ideas are really simple. You don't need to prepare a lot of things. I've done that on purpose because I know how busy our lives are as mothers. So I wanted to keep this very simple for you. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to cover a very important topic that a lot of you have been asking me for 20 fun and engaging activities for your toddler, for your children in the age group between 3 to 6 years. These activities are not only entertaining but they are so good for your child's overall development. So, before I share these 20 activity ideas with you, can I quickly share a little about myself in just one line so that you know a little about me? So I'm Riddhi Devra. I'm a parenting coach for mothers, and I'm on this mission to help mothers build happy families so that we can build a happy nation together. Thank you for listening. And now I'm going to share with you 20 fun ideas, activity ideas for your toddler. And these ideas are really simple. You don't need to prepare a lot of things. I've done that on purpose because I know how busy our lives are as mothers. So I wanted to keep this very simple for you. So the first activity is called Story Time Adventures. Reading stories is a wonderful way to bond with your child and to stimulate their imagination. Choose colorful picture books and engage them by asking questions about the story. If your child doesn't want to sit and read, that's completely okay. You can still tell them a story as they are jumping and playing around the house, but make sure you tell your child a few stories or at least one story every day. Einstein once said that if you want to raise a genius, make sure you tell your child a lot of stories. So make sure you do that. Then the second idea is called creative art projects. This is again very simple. You don't have to do a lot of preparation. You just want to provide your child with simple crayons, markers, and a paper to let them express their creativity. Encourage them to draw or paint anything that they like and display their artwork proudly at home. So keep a corner where you can keep putting their artwork. This will encourage them to keep expressing their creativity on paper. And I remember when my son was little, I used to give him some white sheets of paper and crayons and he used to keep scribbling for hours. I never corrected him. I never stopped him from doing what he was doing. And I also had a soft board where I kept pinning all his artwork. This really helps your child's pincer grasp as well. And it's really nice because it will also give you some free time as a mother. So make sure you do this. Then activity 3 is called simple science experiments. Introduce basic science experiments like mixing baking soda with vinegar to make a volcano. These activities can spark curiosity and teach your child scientific concepts. Make sure that you're around your child when you're doing these activities. These activities are simple to build, and you would love to look at your child's face as they are completely, amazed when they see these experiments. Then activity 4 is outdoor nature walk. This is very easy and very important. Please do it as frequently as you can. Take your child for a nature walk and explore the surrounding, collect leaves, flowers, rocks, and talk to them about different plants and animals that you see while you're walking. I still do this with my 7-year-old, and sometimes we collect pebbles and leaves in a basket. It is just so much fun and it's so different from everything else that you do inside the house. This 10-minute break can make you feel so calm and relaxed as a mother and also help you bond much better with your child. Now, activity 5 is Play Doh fun. Play Doh is a great way for developing fine motor skills. So, let your child create shapes, animals, or whatever it is that they want to. Please do not force them to create something specific that no, you have to make this only. Let them just do what they want with the Play Doh. It's a fantastic sensory activity. Also, playing with dough and mud, it acts as an antidepressant and allows our children to calm down. Activity 6, building blocks. Now, blocks are perfect for enhancing spatial awareness and problem solving skills. Encourage your child to build towers, houses, or any structures that they can imagine. This activity looks simple, but it has a huge impact on your child's brain development. So I've shared 6 ideas with you and we have 14 more ideas to go. I hope you're taking notes. So just keep scribbling as I speak with you because you'll have a beautiful list of 20 ideas by the time you close this video. So now activity 7 for you is musical instruments. So introduce your child to simple musical instruments like keyboard and guitar. Introducing doesn't mean that your child has to play with the instrument. It means that you can play for them or let them just sit and listen to you play. My husband loves to play the guitar and he used to play for our son when he was little and he still does play for him. And this is such a nice time to spend as a family. Let them experiment with different sounds and rhythm. It is great for their cognitive development and also improves their memory. Now, let's say there's nobody at your place who plays the guitar or the keyboard or any other musical instrument. That's completely okay. You can play some instrumental sound on Alexa and let them listen to the sound. It's very good for their brain development. Now, activity 8, puppet shows. Create simple puppets using socks or paper bags and put on a small simple puppet show for your child. It's a fun way to develop storytelling skills and also enhances their creativity. Activity 9 is gardening. Involve your child in gardening activities like planting seeds and watering plants. It's a great way to teach them about nature and make them environmentally more responsible. This is also a great way to keep your child away from the screen. You can watch my video on how to manage screen time for kids, where I share some amazing ideas with you on why is screen not good for your child, and I also tell you how can you manage screen. So if you've not seen that video, make sure you see that. Now I've done 9 ideas, we have 11 more to go. Activity 10 is puzzle time. Now puzzles are excellent for cognitive development. Choose age-appropriate puzzles and help your child assemble the pieces, enhancing their problem-solving skills. Start with simple puzzles. Make sure you're getting age-appropriate puzzles. So do not bring very complicated, difficult puzzles in the beginning because then they might not want to sit with puzzles at all. So start with simple and gradually increase the level of difficulty. Then activity 11 is cooking together. Involve your child in simple cooking activities like making sandwiches or baking cookies. It's just a fun way to teach them about measurements and following instructions. This also improves our parent-child bond a lot. And the good thing about all the activities that I've shared with you so far, you don't really need to prepare much. So I've kept it very, very simple and I still have 8 more activities for you and they're just on the same line. So activity 12 is called dress up play. Encourage imaginative play by providing costumes and props. Let your child dress up as their favorite character and create their own stories. My son, when he was little, he was crazy about cows. He used to pretend to be a cow almost every day. And these days, he's dressing up as Ronaldo and Messi because he's in that football phase and he just wants to talk about football, play football, wear clothes that footballers wear, read football. So you want to actually, the reason why I'm sharing this is because I want you to respect what your child is interested in. Instead of expecting them to show interest in what you want them to see, let them do what they like. They will learn the best then. Then activity 13 is sensory bins. So create sensory bins that are filled with rice, beans, sand and small toys and any tool that you can see around the house and let your child explore. It's a great way to engage their senses and develop their fine motor skills. These activities are simple to build and can help your child stay engaged for hours. Activity 14 is scavenger hunt. Organize a scavenger hunt around the house or the garden. Make a list of items for your child to find, encouraging observation and problem-solving skills. This is super fun because this activity stimulates their visual, auditory and kinesthetic learning all at the same time. So see if you can do this at least once or twice a month, if not every day. Then activity 15 is dance parties. Which is very simple. You just turn on some music and you have a dance party with your child. It's just a fun way to get moving and burn off some extra energy. I remember playing music all day, all night when my son was little. Mornings used to start with bhajans, then we had some nursery rhymes around the afternoon, then Bollywood around 5ish, and then we used to play some nice, soothing English music just before bedtime. Now, activity 16 is DIY crafts. Simple crafts like making paper aeroplanes or creating paper jewelry with beads can be very engaging. These activities enhance creativity and fine motor skills. I showed my son how to make paper boats, aeroplanes, chip chop, and he's obsessed with making paper planes. And he would make it with any waste piece of paper that he'll see. In fact, we had gone to a restaurant and he saw a paper napkin and he turned that into an aeroplane. So it's very fun to watch your children do this. But for us to actually see them do these things, you have to first introduce these things into their lives. So make sure you try that. And now, I hope you have made a list of all of these 16 ideas. And now I'm going to share with you activity 17, which is learning games. So introduce educational games that focus on numbers, letters, and shapes. These games make learning fun and interactive. My son and I do a lot. We do this activity which is called Word Ladder. These are books where you have to make words. So it's very fun, and we do this every day in the morning just for 10 minutes. These books are available on Amazon. Just go and type Word Ladder, and I'll also put a link in the description below so you can check that. And these are very good for improving a child's vocabulary. Then activity 18 is water play. On a warm day, set up a water play area with buckets, cups, water toys. It's a refreshing activity that will help your child develop motor skills. Most kids enjoy this, and this will help you to create some fond memories with your child. Because I still remember getting wet in the rain with my mother as a little girl. And these small activities, they'll bring your child back in time and they'll just remember you so fondly. So make sure you do these small, simple things for sure. No matter how busy you are as a mother, find 5-10 minutes and make sure you do this with your child. Then activity 19 is yoga for kids. Teach your child simple yoga poses. It's a great way to improve flexibility, balance, and mindfulness. So you can try, the butterfly pose with your child, the tree pose, the cat pose, the cow pose. These are very simple for children to do it. The happy child pose. These are simple poses, and I'm sure your children would love to do it. Even if they don't do it perfectly, that's okay. Don't be very fussy that it has to be absolutely correct. The idea is to make it fun for them and not to strive for perfection. And the last and the final activity idea that I have for you is called storytelling sessions. So encourage your child to tell their own stories. This will boost their creativity, their language skills, confidence, and you can also turn this into a game where you can say one line and your child can say one line, and you keep adding lines to build a beautiful story together. So these are 20 amazing activity ideas that you have. These are very simple and perfectly appropriate for your child if they are between 3 to 6 according to me, but even above 6, even if your child is 7, 8, 9, 10, you can use some of these ideas. Because as I speak with you, as I record this video for you, my child is 7.5, and I continue to use like the word ladder, the story games, scavenger hunt, nature walk. All of this I still do with him. So even if your child is a little older, you can definitely get a lot of ideas from this list. Increase the level of difficulty and make sure you use this. It's going to save you a lot of time, energy as a mother, help you to bond better with your child, help you to engage your child the right way. And the best part is when you have these ideas and experiences inside the house, your child's dependency on screen will reduce a lot. So make sure you use this. I hope this was useful. I hope you made a list, and please feel free to share the list in the comments below. So if you really like this video and if you think this was useful and if it's going to save you a lot of time and energy as a mother, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up, and come back next week where I'm going to share with you an amazing video on the difference between toddler and teen parenting. This is such an important topic. These days, I keep getting so many questions from mothers in my community about teen parenting. So I thought I'll record a quick video for you where I'll explain the difference to you. So until then, make sure you keep learning about parenting. I'm so proud of you for being a learning mother. If you're watching till the end, let me tell you, you're very different. You're not just doing time pass on social media, but you're actually learning something useful. And your child is very lucky to have a mother like you. So keep doing that, and I'll keep creating more such simple parenting videos for you. Thank you so much. Take care.